So looking at our categorical, which is going to tell us really if we're going to see anything severe this weekend, we really only see that Saturday has really just a Key West threat. We're not expecting anything huge. This is really off the coast of the Gulf area, really parts of southeast Texas, Louisiana, obviously parts of Florida can be affected by this system finishing off parts of the south parts of the coast. So we do see potential for some development over parts of New Mexico, Arizona, also up into Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and even parts of South Dakota. However, these are just going to be rain and kind of some smaller thunderstorms, not expecting any major development out of these. So temperatures this weekend are going to be dropping over most of the nation. We do see some very cold temperatures starting to work their way back into the northeast. We see colder temperatures in parts of Minnesota and the Dakotas, and even into parts of the Midwest and Ohio valleys, we see a drop in temperatures. But we were really going to see this develop into tomorrow, but to notice that we do see that trough over kind of that eastern coast area. You can see where the dramatic temperature change goes from cold to hot, and that's allowing more of this kind of a northern Canadian air to be kind of brought down. So that's why we're seeing very cold temperatures in parts of the northeast. So looking at Saturday afternoon, we are seeing just some rain across parts of the northeast. Looking back towards parts of kind of that northern plains area, we do see a line of potential thunderstorms looking like more of rain showers, however. And we do see some individual supercells affecting parts of the south Texas tail there, but not expecting anything huge Saturday afternoon. So looking ahead to really Saturday night, what we can see is just this rain continuing across parts of the Midwest. At this point, we see the rain has exited parts of Texas, and then we finally see the exodus of the system up in Maine. Now, this system has brought snow to parts of the Midwest and into the Northeast, so we could see potential later on in the weekend for that, but not expecting any huge snow totals, just seeing kind of some little bits in here and there of some scud, but that's allowing definitely a very unseasonable temperature and a really unseasonably weird type of pattern, because we never see in May such a big trough allowing so much of the country to see these cold temperatures. So looking at Sunday, what we can see is there is a marginal threat still for parts of Key West, and then we do see general thunderstorms across parts of Florida. We're going to see stuff up in Oregon and parts of California that are going to be allowing for some potential thunderstorm pop-ups to occur, and then we do see a very broad range across really the desert area, and then parts of as far east as Oklahoma and as far west as Nevada. But we do see a bigger marginal threat targeting the Indiana-Ohio border, and we are expecting some squall lines to develop along this, potentially one or two depending on which model we are looking at. So looking at Sunday temperatures, it is going to be much cooler, but we do see a basically an increase in some of those warmer temperatures across parts of the Ohio Valley, but we do see a cold level developing over parts of Wisconsin and parts of Illinois. This is going to allow a clash to occur between the two systems moving through, and we all know that whenever you have hot and cold air that combines, you will see more severe storms. And we can see severe storm development, especially because in this area we are being kind of notched into some warmer air, allowing for some daytime convection to occur. But it's not going to be very much due to that cold air, so it's going to be a capped system, but we are expecting a squall line or two. So checking out your very early Sunday morning, we do see that there is going to be some rain across the Midwest and Ohio valleys. We are expecting just kind of some light rain out ahead of the system, but as you see that we can basically see a squall line starting to form across central Indiana, and we're going to see this track basically the whole day. Looking at Sunday afternoon, we are expecting, as you can see across parts of the Ohio Valley there, we are expecting that bow-shaped, which is going to be a surging line. Squall lines are the most common damaging wind threat in the Midwest and in the Ohio Valleys, so that's why we are expecting that. We will take a look probably closer to the time if this is upgraded to an enhanced level. Not expecting anything though, so most likely we're just going to see some one or two squall lines. If you look at the a few of the RF models and a few of the other models, we could see that potentially there is a second squall line that is going to form over Indiana as the one in Ohio moves through, but that is a very small chance, and if one does occur, it's going to be weaker than the frontal system. But looking down into parts of Florida, we are seeing that there is just kind of a mess down there, a lot of thunderstorms moving through, so it's going to be a very wet day down in parts of Florida. But our biggest threat is going to be up in the Ohio Valley and Midwest, seeing how this storm develops. Big threats are going to be damaging winds and potentially some small hail. So taking you to Sunday night, we see that the system from Ohio breaks apart and enters parts of West Virginia and into Virginia. We do see the second round of showers start to work its way from Indiana into Ohio, and that basically is just going to be some scud left over and some energy that is going to allow for some rain showers, potentially a few snow showers by the Great Lakes. So we could expect that. Down in Florida, we do see the end of that kind of whole mess that formed, and that's going to allow us to kind of dry up for a few days, and a few places to keep looking back to are parts of Texas where we can see this big supercell clump kind of move into the state, and we can expect some hail with that because it's in that area that's going to be a very hot day, so allowing some warmer temperatures. But overall, this weekend, our only big severe threat is going to be across the Midwest into the Ohio Valley because of a potential squall line forming, and we will stay tuned on this and just keep paying attention, because if it does look like it's going to be severe, we will look at basically what the threats are. But if it's not going to be severe, then obviously we're not going to do a whole briefing on it, but just stay tuned to your local news sources, because damaging winds can be just as dangerous as normal tornadoes, and especially in the area of the Ohio Valley that it's in has not experienced this kind of squall line yet this year. This will be the first squall line of the year, and generally squall lines are the most dangerous for this region. So hopefully you're staying safe. I hope to see you on Monday.